Hello everyone and welcome to part 5 of my Jets Connected franchise on the Xbox One here on Klein92 TV. In this episode we are facing the Kansas City Chiefs. Their record is 4-3. We are currently 6-2 even without Arian Foster, who is probably our second best player on this team. We are still performing at an extremely high level, and that is something I definitely want to continue in this game. The starting running back I think is Chris Ivory, but I decided to give Bilal Powell a couple more touches in this game. And heading into the gameplay of this video, there is so much news going on in the sports gaming industry right now that I want to discuss with you guys. Primarily with NBA 2K15, there's just a lot of news and a lot of things going on with that. One thing that I really like about NBA 2K is that they give you a lot of information heading up to the release date of their newer game, and I kind of wish they did that a little bit more with Madden. Obviously we know what the new features are, but I feel like NBA builds it up and commercializes it a little bit better than Madden does. So what we have seen in NBA 2K15 is that we are finally going to be able to scan our faces right from your PS4 and Xbox One, and that is definitely a feature that I have been waiting to see. I know that this feature was kind of present in Madden, where you could go online, send in a picture of yourself, and they would make a game face for it, but not many people wanted to go online and go through that entire process. This makes it so much easier to just go right to the game and have your face immediately implemented into it. We have also learned that many of the features that did not make NBA 2K14 as good have been removed in NBA 2K15. For example, the 1-3-1 zone is not even available anymore. That was definitely the cheapest zone you could use in NBA 2K14, and now it is not even present in the new game. So that's all I really want to talk about involving NBA 2K14. I also want to talk about the real life NFL. In case you guys don't know this, I have not uploaded a video in around 2 weeks, so there is a lot for me to catch up on. One of the biggest pieces of news that I want to discuss is Adrian Peterson and his recent legal struggles. He has been arrested, and I think they do have a trial set for October, and he was arrested for child abuse, and that is a very sensitive topic. Obviously this is a very dark time for the NFL, and that is because the NFL was just recovering from the Ray Rice scandal and the issues that he had with his wife, and now immediately after that we have Adrian Peterson going through similar struggles, and it's even worse seeing Peterson go through these things, especially because he was a former NFL MVP. He has been a Pro Bowler many times, and he is also one of the best running backs, if not the best running back in the NFL right now. So it's not good for the NFL to have one of their top tier players to have such a bad reputation like this, and it's even more sad because up until this point Adrian Peterson has had a pretty good reputation. As far as I know, he has not dealt with many legal struggles up until this point. So you guys can tell me what you think about that situation in the comments below. One thing I want to start doing in these episodes is telling you guys your answers to the previous question I asked in the previous episode. So the question I asked last episode was, what NFL teams do you guys think are on the rise and which teams you guys think are on the downfall? So I'm going to read a couple of your responses. So starting off, one user by the name of Trev360 said that the Saints, Chiefs, and Ravens are on the downfall, while the Dolphins, Bills, and Texans are on the rise. I agree with most of those. The only ones that I would question are the Saints and Ravens. I feel like the Ravens and Saints are both decent teams. The Ravens still have a decent defense, and the Saints have an unbelievable offense. They definitely have a top 5 offense in the league right now, and I cannot see the Saints really going on the downfall unless something were to happen, like Drew Brees getting injured. Another person by the name of The Awesome Guy said that the Cowboys are on the downfall, and I have to agree with this one. The Cowboys have lost DeMarcus Ware. It seems like they are losing a lot of key pieces. Another example would be Miles Austin, and I think Dez Bryant's contract is expired at the end of this year, and he has had some issues on the Cowboys, just, issues with the coaches and players, so I would not be surprised if he left and went to a different team. The final comment was from DWAS, and he said that the Cardinals are on the rise, and I could not agree more. I feel like the Cardinals are definitely a team that is getting better. Even though Carson Palmer is injured this year, they are still 3-0 at this point. The question that I have for you guys in this episode is, what two teams could you guys see making the Super Bowl other than the Seahawks or the Broncos? So assuming that the Seahawks and the Broncos both do not make the Super Bowl, my prediction would be the 49ers and the Indianapolis Colts. The 49ers have have one of the best defenses right now. They have a pretty solid offense with Colin Kaepernick and Frank Gore, and the NFC is not that strong of a conference, so I cannot really see any other teams making it out of that conference other than the 49ers. Now, my AFC prediction is a little bit weird. I picked the Indianapolis Colts, and I feel like a lot of you are gonna say the New England Patriots, and I would agree with you that the Patriots are very consistent. They seem to always make it pretty far in the playoffs, but I just do not feel like they are a Super Bowl contender this year. So you're probably wondering why I picked the Colts to make it to the Super Bowl, and the first reason why I picked them is because they're in an extremely weak division. In their division, they have the Titans, the Texans, and the Jaguars. None of those teams are really that good, so I could see them just dominating their division and locking up either a number 1 or a number 2 spot in the playoffs. The Colts constantly perform well at home, so if they have that number 1 or number 2 spot, they will get to play at home a lot, and I think they can dominate at home. So that's my prediction for the Super Bowl, assuming that the Broncos and the Seahawks do not make it. You can put your predictions in the comments below, and I may even feature some of them in the next episode. So let's head into the gameplay of this video. The score is 28-7. The Chiefs just went for it on 4th down. They would not pick up the first down, so we have the ball. Vic is rolling out to the right side. He throws it downfield to Larry Fitzgerald, who gets within the 10-yard line. We have a chance to go up by 28 points here. Vic is going to roll out to the right side, spin past the defender, and get into the end zone. Touchdown, New York Jets. The score is now 35-7. So on the Chiefs' very next play, they have it at the 23-yard line. Alex Smith is throwing it to the right side, and why is Alexander wide open? He will go all the way from the 23-yard line across the field into the end zone, and just like that, the Chiefs have scored a touchdown. I think on the next play, they are going to try to do an onside kick with under 5 minutes left. We recover it, so we will get the ball, and I'm going to try to just run out the clock a little bit. I run it down to about 4 minutes. On 2nd and 1, I noticed that the entire right side of the field is wide open. I send Larry Fitzgerald there, and he gets into the end zone for the 32-yard touchdown, and 2 amazing plays by Larry Fitzgerald in the past 2 drives. First, he had the catch on the bomb downfield, and then he gets that 30-yard touchdown. So with under 4 minutes left, Alex Smith is going to try to lead a drive downfield. They are down by 28 points, but it may be too little too late. They are going to need an amazing comeback at this point. That completion will take the Chiefs onto the Jets side of the field. There's about 3 minutes left. Smith is passing it over the middle to Kyle Davis, who gets to the 31-yard line. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Smith is back. They're doing a play action with Jamal Charles. He's going to throw it to Kyle Davis again, who runs with the defender almost to the first down marker. So now it is 3rd and 7 after the 2-minute warning. A stop here will force them to kick a field goal. I could have had the interception right there. Kyle Davis would get the catch, and they are going to the 6-yard line. Smith snaps the ball. He's looking to the right side of the end zone, and there's a wide receiver open in the back corner. Touchdown, Kansas City Chiefs. The score is 21-42, but like I said earlier, it is too little too late. The Chiefs need 3 more touchdowns if they want to have a chance of tying up this game. They're going to do an onside kick, and we will recover it. So we have the ball at the 41-yard line. Might as well throw some passes here just to get some extra practice. So Vic is back. I'm looking to the right side, and Larry Fitzgerald runs a beautiful route right there. We get it to the 25-yard line. Now 1st and goal. Vic is back. I'm throwing it to the right side of the end zone, back to Fitzgerald, and that is another touchdown for the New York Jets. We definitely deserved to win this game. Your final score is 49-21. Michael Vick has proven to us that he deserves to be the starter on this team. I am considering trading Geno Smith, but you know how it is in Madden. It's very easy for players to get injured, and I know the second I trade away Geno Smith, that will be the day that Michael Vick gets hurt. You can see that we were able to score in every single quarter in this game, so our offense was very consistent. Here are your game's highlights. Just an amazing performance by Michael Vick. All of his passes were on target, and his connection with Larry Fitzgerald has been growing and getting better and better every single game. And although our offense was able to put up 49 points, I feel like our defense did struggle a bit. We should be holding teams to under 21 points if we want to continue to win in this league. There is your GMC Never Say Never moment of the game. It was that long touchdown pass by the Kansas City Chiefs. You can see I'm simulating the game up against the Pittsburgh Steelers. We end up losing that game, so our record is 7-3. The next episode in this series will be up against the #1 team in the AFC, the Buffalo Bills. Bills. So I hope you guys are excited for the next episode in this series. Be sure to have a great day. God bless you guys. Bye!